Ladies and gentlemen, to our Thanksgiving special for the week of November 28, 2020. I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke the Big.
Holy crap!
Oh, whoa! That's our in-studio producer, the mighty Max Fury. And it's time for a brand new segment we like to call, Wasn't That a Finish? Basically, this is going to be a segment all about wrestling moves that, well, used to be finishers. And now either are used as setup moves, regular moves, throwaway moves. In the case of the Young Bucks, not a very good move. We got a lot to talk about. I'm kidding.
No, he ain't.
I'm not.
I'm
joking. Obviously, from the Young Bucks joke, you know the first move we're going to highlight in this segment is a personal favorite of his and mine and his and probably yours, the super kick. Wow.
That's right. Oh, but before we get into this video, we're going to need you to hit that like button as hard as you can.
Like it, subscribe it, then touch the little bell with the notifications. Turn us on. That way you know when all of our new content's going to drop.
Hold on.
We'll wait.
Hold on. There you go. There you go.
Let's talk about the super kick, Luke.
Let's do it. The super kick was invented by gentleman Chris Adams.
Yeah,
in the early part of 1983.
Yes, sir.
Was coined the phrase super kick also by gentleman Chris Adams.
Right. It was originally called the thrust kick. And another interesting fact, before that, he had another move called the super kick, which was an enziguri.
Yes.
Then started using the thrust kick, getting the full extension in it, and then coining it the new super kick.
Yes.
The super kick. Popularized as a finish by gentleman Chris Adams, which was then later robbed, pillaged, and bastardized by that son of a bitch, Shawn Michaels.
He's so full of shit, his eyes are growing. No, Shawn Michaels basically took the super kick that wasn't used at all by anyone at the time.
Yeah.
He also started it the same way Chris Adams did. He started it as a throwaway move.
As a setup maneuver to his finish.
And then eventually the super kick turned into what we now know as sweet chin music, which is, in my opinion, the super kick and the sweet chin music, while still the same move,
are different
in
some
execution.
Varying small tech. And also, a discussion we were just having, to qualify as a super kick, it's the technique. A straight standing side kick is not a super kick. For instance, he mentioned Rikishi's. Rikishi threw a savate kick, which is very different, which is why you also cannot qualify certain wrestlers, such as Tajiri, as having thrown a super kick, because they're not turning into it, they're not fully extending. Tajiri's is most impressive because it doesn't matter how tall you are, standing on one leg, he's going to kick you in the face with the other one. But does not a super kick make? Make that clarification.
Although I think that an argument can be made for Yokozuna. He did turn out of it.
He did turn out of it. However, he did not turn. While turning out, he did not get the extension on the inside.
Oh yeah, he did. Yokozuna
sometimes,
yeah.
But it was never. It was always more definitively a savate kick.
See, I don't agree.
Well, we're all entitled to be wrong occasionally.
I know, and you are, plus. But no, the super kick's been done 80 billion times by probably just as many, if not more, people.
Yeah. Highly popular move, especially on the independent circuit, especially today.
You can thank Shawn Michaels for that.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, 100%.
And then obviously, you go into several variations of wrestlers, even today, still use it. Dolph Ziggler throws a beautiful super kick. The Usos, the Young Bucks, all of them throw super kicks, all of them very impressive. I think, for me personally, my favorite super kick, however, is the left-legged super kick thrown by Lance Storm. Because it's just so damn pretty.
It's not a bad. I like the execution. I like how he gets low when he comes down for it.
Even prettier than that son of a bitch, Shawn Michaels.
See, that's where you're wrong yet again. Shawn Michaels, in my opinion, has the most effective super kick.
Oh yeah,
bar none.
Especially whenever he kicks a member of the Spirit Squad straight in the chest.
When we want to talk pretty, honestly, I don't think you can get much better than Sugar Shane Helms.
Sugar Shane Helms is very pretty. I think an argument, too, can be made for Just Incredible super kick.
I think who has the most effective super kick is Randy Orton. And no, you've never seen Randy Orton throw a super kick, but that's because it's so effective. He's not allowed to.
It's so quick.
The WWE just went to him and was like, no more super kicks.
Actually, believe it or not, there is a video, Maximus, back when Michaels was wrestling against Evolution, where Randy Orton did hit Shawn Michaels with the super kick. I know because I see it happening in my head.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Yes.
Tell you who else had a
It was
very
during the Legend Killer gimmick, actually.
who had a very underrated super kick too? Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the problem with Shelton's was though for me was that he was so much taller than most of his opponents. Because Shelton's at least 6'2", 6'3", and the super kick I think is prettiest when it comes from a smaller in height wrestler, because then it's like they really got to dig into it.
That's like when Michaels used to hit like Sid or like Diesel with it. And it's like way up in the air.
The shorter guys hit it. It's almost like an uppercut.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and underneath the chin.
While Shelton threw a very pretty one, not quite as crisp and pristine as one Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
Not to mention Chris Adams, when he used to use it, it wasn't flashy like it is nowadays.
No, it was straight. It was a
jump
straight
into
strike.
It. Yeah. I mean, Tracy Smothers, R.I.P., used to use, and he called it what did he call it? The redneck kick, the thug kick, something like that.
Yeah.
To that effect.
Jerry Lynn had a pretty nice super kick. Of course, it's really hard.
Rob Van Dam.
It's hard to talk about Jerry Lynn's without talking about Rob Van Dam.
96% of the roster of the original ECW threw a super kick.
Yeah. Well,
Balls Mahoney.
I really love that move.
That falls right into. It was originally a move that was like a finishing move.
Then became a finisher, and now everybody uses it.
Yep, everybody uses it.
Rob Van Dam had a pretty one.
Yeah.
But Balls Mahoney, for a big man, had a beautiful super kick.
I don't remember ever having seen Balls.
Oh, yeah. The match that he main evented with Rob Van Dam for the television title.
Yeah.
I want to say Guilty as Charged, maybe November.
Something like that.
He nails Rob Van Dam square in the jaw.
Nice.
And he does the whole into it. For a big man, it was impressive to see.
And then, of course, we'd be remiss not to mention all the Japanese wrestlers and Mexican wrestlers who throw super kicks as well. But
there's so many. This video would be 20 minutes long.
You also have to admit that Shawn Michaels has the most memorable super kick moments.
See, that's why I think when people talk about super kicks, that's why
do you know which super kick I'm talking about?
Well, it depends. It's both set up the same way.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of Shelton Benjamin.
I'm
thinking of Rey Mysterio.
See, you mentioned that one a lot. I don't think it was as pretty as the one he hit Shelton with.
It's not that it was pretty. It was the way Ray took it.
That's fair.
Ray's feet never hit the ground.
They did not.
When he took him in the jaw with it. It was a bam! Like that.
But the first time Shawn Michaels hit that out of nowhere springboard super kick was on Shelton.
Yes.
And it was just... it's a fun. I still watch that video today.
It used to be the opening of Raw.
Yeah.
But another one of Michaels that he used to throw that was just out of nowhere and pretty was the match with Kurt Angle at Vengeance.
Vengeance, yeah.
When he coming off the top rope, he caught him coming down.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Kurt could... I know we're talking a lot about Shawn, but fuck it, we got the time. One of my favorite super kicks Shawn Michaels ever threw was against Kurt Angle. Was at that match at WrestleMania 21. And it was because he only hit it one time. But he hit it in such a way because he was so close to Kurt, because Kurt had picked him up and was, come on, tap.
Yeah, he just fucking...
And then, I didn't even know that he shoved him off that far. He somehow closed that distance with enough dexterity. Pretty.
You know what I think?
Just pretty.
You know what I think my favorite super kick of all time is?
Tell me. I wish you would.
Well, I mean, we did this video because we were going to pick who we thought did the best super kick.
Yeah.
Hands down, Shawn Michaels. And, I mean, obviously, we're talking more about Michaels.
I guess I have to concede that it is better than Lance Storm's.
The one that's most memorable and means the most to me is that tag team match on Raw. Hulk Hogan's playing to the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Turns around, and Michaels dropped him where
like
he
a
stood.
sack of shit.
I mean, and I used to have the Raw magazine, and they took the perfect picture because his foot is all up in Hogan's jaw.
What about the one whenever not right beginning into that great feud with him and Jericho in 08?
Yeah.
And when Jericho's like, I know you're messing with me, you're hurt. I know you're hurt. And Shawn hits him, but when Shawn hits him, you can see Jericho's teeth knocked together. And Jericho comes down holding his face, and Shawn gets over. I told you, I'm not hurt. So good.
Also, I know it wasn't a wrestling match, it was a skit, but Shawn Spears, backstage when Triple H is trying to fire Michaels up about
I'm
Cena.
not controversial.
I'm not
controversial.
What's your name? Sean.
Sean.
Bam!
Oh no, a super kick, Sean.
And the guy with the papers.
Oh yeah,
The second guy
He
that
just
he's won.
roves
My
through
God.
the hallways. Super. Or even before that, when he tries to get him to come back after the match with Taker, and there's that little girl behind the counter giving him all that crap. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
They don't show it on camera, but he throws the kick and the ice cream or whatever it was goes flying.
Speaking of super kicks, Kenny Omega hitting that little girl with the super kick in Japan.
Horrible.
Fantastic.
Goldberg super kick ending Bret Hart's career.
That was a savate kick.
It was a savate kick. It was not a super.
That was a standing savate. But
WCW, how about Billy Kidman threw a nice little super kick?
Billy Kidman threw a good
Yeah.
one. What on earth? This has just totally escaped me. Iakea threw a super kick.
Oh, I love Prince Iakea.
The guy, the Maestro. You remember the Maestro?
Vaguely.
They're dressed like George Washington from.
Yeah.
He'd come out playing the piano and all that. He hit a good one.
How about Michael Shane?
Oh, Michael Shane.
Shawn Michaels' cousin.
How did we not? Glacier.
Oh, yeah, Glacier.
Yeah. Glacier and Mortis had fantastic super kicks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
so, as you can see, we're big fans of super kicks.
We just want you to stop using it every match.
Yeah.
And one. Oh, I'll give you two. I'll give you two super kicks as long as it's not on the same guy.
Yeah.
Other than that, stop it. You're ruining a move.
You're oversaturating it, Dave.
Next week.
It's not your gang, Dave.
Not your gang, Dave. Took a lot of farms, Mr. Chisholm. Anyway, next week, I'll go ahead and say it now. We will talk about the DDT.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. However, until then, all you have to do is like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell us some of your favorite super kicks. Who the guys you thought threw them the best, guys you thought threw them the worst.
Tell us why it's Shawn Michaels.
Who's your favorite? Why is it Lance Storm? Send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/prowrestlingthrowdown. Follow us on Twitter at prowrestlingtd and tune in next week, 12:30 on twitch.com/prowrestlingthrowdown for our live stream. Stay tuned because we have the Survivor Series review coming up.
Somebody's getting a point
today, baby. Stay tuned.